There's a little minute before we start, but nice if you get yourselves comfortable in a seated position. You can always sit on a pillow, you know, if you want extra comfort. Good. Make your area nice, ready for this next 45 minutes. All right, so once you've got comfortable, then you can just rest your hands on your knees. Let's take a big breath in and lift the shoulders up to the ears. As exhale, let them drop. And again, breathing in, lift the shoulders up to the ears. As exhale, let them drop. Good. Last time, big breath in. And then exhale, let them drop. Let's let your eyes close down. Get yourself comfortable on the mat, so feeling your sitting bones pressing into the floor. And then from your sitting bones, just feeling the spine nice and long, all the way to the crown of the head. As your skeleton holds you up, relax your muscles. Just let the breath flow in and out through your nose. So if you can, closing your mouth. So no breathing through the mouth, just breathing through your nose. So you get the most out of this session. And letting the air travel in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils. Giving you as much benefit from being here as is possible. That's nice and gentle. Let your right ear fall towards the right shoulder. I'm going to take the right hand over to the left side of your head. And so let's let the hand add a little bit of extra weight. So if you imagine the space between the left ear and your left shoulder, you're trying to expand on that space, but not by forcing the head into any shape. Just letting the hand be a weight. And take one more breath in through the nose and out through the nose. So you can let your right hand rest onto the knee again and bring the head up to the center. Or just notice the difference in each side. And then let the left ear fall towards the left side. Again, take a moment to settle there, to see where you feel the stretch. And then left hand just comes to the right side of your face. Find a place where you can rest the hand and it gives you an extra little stretch, extra little bit more space. And once you find that happy balance, that happy medium, just let the breath flow in and out through your nose, relaxing into the stretch. Enjoying the space between the ear and the shoulder. And releasing the left hand, bring your head back to the center. So hopefully now both sides feel equal. We'll drop the chin to the chest and interlace the fingers and rest the hands behind the head now. Okay, keep your elbows open. Keep your spine long. Just notice how it feels at the top of the neck. And notice the pathway of the breath. Okay, with the chin to the chest, it creates a different sensation. Keeping the hands behind the head, start to lift the head up. See if you can move the elbows backwards a little bit more, and then see if you can push the head into the hands a little bit more. So you're lifting the chest up to the sky slightly now. We've kind of been working on this in our classes this week. A big breath in. Imagine you're laying back on a comfortable recliner in the sunshine. And now as you exhale, round into the whole spine, bringing your chin to your chest, tucking your tail and seeing how the spine feels here. And inhale, push the head into the hands, start to lift the chest up, squeeze the elbows back, push the head into the hands, recline into that lovely sun lounger. And then exhale, keep the elbows open, round into the back, chin to chest, curve the spine. Last time, pushing the head into the hands, lean back. See if you can peel the upper body back, and then let the right elbow move towards the right hip, left elbow up towards the sky. And then coming back to the center, left elbow towards left hip, right elbow up towards the sky. Now try and go in a circle. So you're going to bring your right elbow towards your left knee. Swing the body over towards the right side. Open up the left elbow to the sky. Open up the chest to the sky as you come to the center. Yeah, all the way over to the left side. Dropping the right elbow down. Swinging over to the right. Opening up the left elbow. Lifting the chest up. Good, go the other way now. 2 more times. Try and get that extension, that lift. You can always drop the arms if you want to do it without the arms. Last time. Everything feels like a roller coaster ride for me this week. Good. Once you get to the top, release the hands. And then shake out the shoulders. Maybe 3 circles, long way. And then circle them the other way. Okay, now catch hold of your block. If you've not got one, you don't need to have one. Rest your hand on your block on your hand. So we've done this a few times in the pod. Movement into the shoulders, waking up those shoulders. You're going to bring the right hand in towards your belly and then try and turn it over towards the right side and then swing it all the way around and up and over your head. So you could try it without a block maybe for the first few times. So bring the arm in towards your belly. Go underneath the arm over to the side. Swing it over your head and then come back to the center. Okay, try not to grip onto the block. You're holding onto the block without gripping onto the fingers. And once you get comfortable with the movement, start to bring your whole body into it. And that's it. Hopefully Richard and Joan, you've got enough room to not whack each other. Yeah. I almost dropped it then, or I did drop it. Good. Hope you can feel that warming up your right shoulder, your right arm, and then the sides of your body as well. Good. So let's change sides. Taking the block into the other hand, or doing it without the block. Bringing the arms into the center, in, out to the side, and then swing it up and over the head. That's it. And use as much body as you can. Or do your own version of this. Yeah? Are you holding on to that there, Sam? Yeah. Try not to wrap those fingers around the block. Keep the fingers flat. That's it. And then enjoy the circle. Good. Hopefully you're feeling there's a little bit more movement there now. And you can then just pop the block over to one side. And we try and do that with 2 hands, okay? So have your palms out and upwards. Sweep the arms in like you're going to karate chop your belly. You've got to round into the upper back. Take them out to the sides. And then swim them up and over the head. Come back to the center, yeah? So you karate chop your belly, round into the back. Take the arms around to the back. And swing them up and over the head. Come back to the center. Okay, so a few more times. And if you get lost in this little sequence, that's all right. Just make up your own, which is waking up those shoulders. Last one. Good, nice, well done. Take the hands behind you now. Interlace the fingers, squeeze your shoulders back and push the hands down towards the floor. Lift up, lift up, lift up, lift up. Big breath in. Long breath out, squeeze your shoulder blades together. All right, let your right ear fall towards the right shoulder. Just a little bit more restriction here now. And then let your chin drop to the chest. You might need to let those shoulders slump forwards there. Take the head over towards the left side and squeeze the right shoulder back. That's it, good. And then lift the chest up to the sky, open up, gaze up. Okay, last time. Take it over towards the left side. Round into the upper back, chin to chest. Take it over towards the right. That's it, and then lifting the chest up to the sky. From here, can you hold it here and try and lift the hands up higher? They might not go that far, just see where you can get to. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely, guys, release the hands. Bring your knees up together. Extend the legs out and we'll give them a little shake out. It's nice to bring a bit of blood into those legs. Let's bring the soles of the feet together now so you get a little bit more into your hips. Catch hold of your toes, and as you inhale, draw your chest forwards, try and tilt the pelvis forwards. And then with the exhale, tuck the tail and round into the back. Do that a few times. All right, so just pulsing forwards and then pulsing back. Now we know all about the spine and that pathway from the tailbone all the way to the crown of the head, helping to transfer energy. So imagine that with every pulse forwards and back, just creating a bit more space for that energy to flow. Really squeezing the belly button back as you round into the back and trying to tilt the pelvis forwards as much as you can as you draw the chest forwards. Yeah, last few times. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit warmer, a little bit more mobile. Good. And then hold it forwards and start to walk your hands forwards. That's it, Joan and Richard, I think they've paused for a moment there. Hopefully you guys are still, oh, there you are, you're there, oh good. Big breath in, draw the chest forwards, and then long breath in. So this should feel really good now. As you take your hands either side of the right knee, bring your forehead down towards the left knee. I don't know if you were in class this morning, then you'll remember this. I'm going to push down through the right hand and then try and twist the chest towards the center and reach the left fingers towards the right side. Okay, and do that a few times. Yeah, so, you know, if you've got someone by the side of you, you can tickle them. So you're dropping the hand down and then opening up the side body. So going forwards and back through that. Really finding space. Feels really nice for me. Yeah. Good. All right, finish in the center. Left fingers reaching to the right. Pick yourself all the way up to the center. And then take the left hand outside left leg, right hand in front of the left leg. Inhale, draw your chest forwards. Exhale, unfold over the knee. Okay, and you're checking in with this right side. Okay, and as it becomes comfortable, as things start to stretch, push down through your left hand, start to reach your right hand, past the left hand, towards the top of the mat. And then go forwards and back from there. So lowering your right hand back down. And then looking underneath the right arm, reaching the right fingers away. Okay, so forwards and back through that. Every time, getting a little bit more elastic. I love moving in this way. It really helps me to create that heat that I need to find some space. All right, last time, you're looking towards the center, right arm up and overhead, and then you come back up all the way to the center. All right, now see how it feels to float forwards. Last time, walk your hands forwards, relax your forehead down, big breath in, and a long breath out. Coming back up, we're going to come into a little variation on pigeon pose. So right knee forwards and left leg goes back. So see how that feels first of all. Good. Get nice and comfortable there. And then start to walk your hands forwards. Relax the forehead onto your hands. Okay, just let the weight of your hips, or the weight of your body really, open up the right hip. And also feel the stretch through that left leg. Okay. And breathing in. And breathing in. And we won't stay here too long. So you walk your hands back up. And I want you to fall onto the right side. We've done this before. Bring your right foot more parallel to the top of the mat and your left foot. So it's right below your left knee in line with the right leg. Yeah. So you can have your hands just in front of the right leg. You can try and tilt the left hip forwards and then try and tilt it back. All right, so little movements forwards and back. Now top tip, if this is a tough place for you to sit in, put a block underneath your right hip. Yeah, and see if that helps. Also, you could just stay in pigeon, yeah, because that's already a nice place to be. Yeah, so squeeze the left hip down and then try and squeeze it forwards. See if you find that mobility there. It's not so easy. Okay. All right, so then you're pushing the pelvis forwards, you're hanging tightly, you can use your hands to support you. You're going to push down to your left knee and try and lift your left foot up and try and lower it back down. Okay, so just try that a few times. See if you can feel the muscles wrap inwards, everything rotate inwards as you lift the foot up. Might come off a millimeter. Last time. Now option just to stay here. Push into the outer right leg if you like and lift the left knee off the floor. You're going to swing it on top of your right knee. Have the edges of the feet meeting and then open up the knee. Try and sit bones down into the floor. Open those knees wide. Come back the way you came. So if you're still in pigeon, we're going to come back to you now. Lower the right knee down. Swing it back. Try and hover it off the floor. Place it down where it came from. And then lovely, extend that left leg all the way back. Bring your right heel in. We're in pigeon again. All right, so let's tuck your back toes. Take the right leg back. We'll do a little down dog. See how that right leg feels, how the left leg feels. And let's go for the other side. So left knee to your left wrist. Left foot towards the right wrist. Find the pigeon shape. Good. You can take your arms out in front for a moment and just let your body relax here. How's the left side feel compared to the right? Good. One more breath. Looking forward to this other side. So walk your hands back up. And fall onto the left side a bit. Bring your right knee in. Okay, so have your knee in line with your right hip, right foot in line with the knee, and then bring your left shin to the parallel to the top of the mat. So then if you're struggling, you can slot a block underneath this left hip here. So it just takes you up a little bit higher. Yeah, or stay in pigeon. Okay, then you can start to explore the movement that's possible in this hip. So rocking it forwards and rocking it back. Just be mindful of the knee. Yeah. See if they get some movement. Yeah. Get a block underneath that hip. Maybe you didn't need it for the other side, but you need it for this side. And it might be a small rocking and back. It might be big. Yeah. You can always have your hands on the floor or have them off the floor. And this last time now, push the pelvis forward, push down through the knee, and try and lift the foot up. Feel everything wrap inwards and lower it down. Okay, let's try it again. Push down through the knee, lift the foot up. And we'll lower it down. Okay, let's try one more time. Pushing down through the knee, lift the foot up. You've got to push down through that other leg to lift the right knee up. Swing the right leg on top of the left leg. Edges of the feet meet. Open up the knees and try and sit down through both sit bones. Open up the hip, open up the knees. And then come back the way you came. So bringing the knee in, closing the door again. And then lifting the leg up. Swing it back, hold it off the floor. Find that strength there. Lower the leg down. Hands down. And then you can extend that leg all the way back into your pigeon. All right, once you're there, tuck your back toes. And then take your left leg back into your downward facing dog. Have a little wiggle. How's it all feeling? Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Come up high onto your toes and bring yourself forwards into a plank pose. You can do plopasana here if you want. You're going to lower your body all the way down onto the mat. Just plop onto the floor. Okay, bring the elbows underneath you. Right, so we've worked into our neck, our shoulders, and our hips, and our upper bodies. So let's see if we can work a little bit more on that. Push down through your feet. Push down through the pubic bone. Push down through the elbows, and then just start to let the chest drop and then push away. Okay, and just see what availability you've created there already. And if you can create a little bit more heat there, just dropping the chest down, shoulder blades meeting, and then rounding into the back. Okay, and then you can add in little circles. It's so nice to use the floor to move away from, yeah, to resist into. Yeah, take the circles the other way. And how does that move through your whole body, that whole movement? Okay, and then push through the hands. This is an option, this next bit, to lift the elbows up off the floor. Remember when you had your hands behind your head with those elbows open? That same feeling here now, trying to lift the chest up. Push down through the pubic bone. I'm not sinking into my back. I'm lifting up and away. Yeah, breathing in and breathing out. Good, lower yourself all the way down, forehead onto the hands, and you can shake out those shoulders. So work our way into a little twist. So we'll bring the right knee, but as you did earlier, in line with your right thigh, right hip, right foot below the right ankle. Push down through your inner right leg, through the inner, the front of that left thigh, left foot. We're going to take a twist. Just let your right arm thread underneath you towards the left side. Now reach the left fingers to the top of the mat. And then alternate between looking underneath the left arm and then pressing the left armpit down towards the floor. Yeah. So it's like a small little rocking from side to side. If it's too intense, just keep your arms out in front. Last few times. Good, and then undo the right arm. Take it all the way out in front. So now this time, thread the left arm underneath you towards the right side. And now reach your right fingers to the top of the mat. And you're going to try and draw a circle with the right hand over your head as you roll onto your back. Try and keep the knee where it is. And then take it all the way back, sliding that right knee out. Yeah. So try that a few times. Work with whatever space you've got available in your body or around your mat. Swinging the right arm overhead towards the left hand and then swinging it all the way back. Okay, so just enjoying the movement. And then last time we're going to stay in the twist. So right arm over your head. You can bend your right arm if that gives you more space around your mat. That's it. Keep your gaze straight up to the sky. And try and press your right shoulder towards the floor as you keep your right knee on the mat. Inhale. And exhale. Good. All right. Swinging the right arm overhead. Tracing that semicircle. Bringing yourself back to the belly on the mat. Right leg out to the side. We'll come onto the forearms. Push down through your inner right foot, inner right knee. Draw the chest forwards. See how that feels in your hip. Yes, it feels mighty fine to me. One more breath. Good. All right, extend your right leg all the way back out. Good. And we go for the other side. Left knee goes to the outside. And you got your foot in line with the left knee. And you want to take a moment here, forehead on your hands. Try and push down through the inner left leg, pubic bone, right thigh, right foot. And then play with the twist with the left arm going away from that left knee. Yeah. And it might be too much, so you're welcome to keep your arms out in front. But otherwise, can you reach your right fingers forwards? And then play with rocking to look underneath the right arm and then lowering the chest back towards the floor. Okay, so find where can you explore this rocking motion and where do you feel it? And where do you want to feel it? How can you change that? Okay, it might be small little movements. You're definitely pushing down to the inner left knee, left ankle. Definitely pushing down to the right hand, the back of your left arm. Okay, and unthreading your left arm. And we'll take the right arm towards the left leg now. Reach the left fingers as far away from you as you can. And start to draw a circle with the left hand over the head as you try to roll onto your back. You might not get that far. And then bring the arms back and slide the left knee back out. So chest flat onto the floor again. Okay, and then creating that little circle for yourself. And doing whatever you have got available within the space. Space in your body and space around your mat. Try and make it fluid. Try and move through each body part, each muscle, each ligament. Okay, and then the next time you get there, you could bend your left arm. Maybe try and let the elbow rest on the floor. It won't get there, don't think. But try and keep your left knee on the floor. Try and feel that nice twist here. Inhaling. And exhaling. Lovely, guys. Okay, we're going to lay the belly back onto the mat with the left knee out to the side, following the pathway back, and then bringing the elbows underneath you again. Yeah, that's it. Push down to your hands, draw your chest forwards. That's it. Think inner left thigh, left ankle, pubic bone pushing down. Nice, guys. Extend the left leg all the way back. You can rest your forehead on your hands, bring your heels into your bum, and just let the feet fall from side to side. So no muscles working, just let the feet flop from side to side. Let that move the hips in its own way. Right, and then lengthening the legs straight. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. I'm going to push the hips back into the heels, but open your knees wide. Have your big toes touching. Just sneaking into that wide leg child's pose. Okay. So you can let your tummy, your chest, your head rest on the mat. Just be here for a few moments. Trying to let the weight push from your hips into your heels, while reaching the arms forwards. Breathing in and out through your nose, remember. Trying to make the most out of this 45 minutes. Nasal breathing throughout. Much more efficient than mouth breathing. Take one more breath here. Good. Very carefully start to walk your way back up. That's it. I know this isn't a favourite for everyone. Okay, but we're going to come up onto the hands with the knees open. And you might be all right that way, or you might want to turn long ways along your mat. I know you've got Joan and Richard next to each other, so you guys are fine like that. But you could come down onto your forearms and then just start to let the knees slide out as much as they can go. Try and bring your feet in line with your knees. Try and keep the knees in line with the hips. Wide leg child's pose is perfectly fine. Yeah, but otherwise, if you can kind of get yourself into this 90-degree shape with the legs, sliding the knees out to the side, maybe just letting yourself rock forwards and back there, exploring the hips. Yeah, you've got to go to your best place here. Yeah. You might find yourself able to sink the pubic bone down into the mat. And if you can do that, then you could bring your soles of the feet together. Everyone is in a different place though. Good. Try to relax, breathing in and out through your nose. No sharp movements, no sudden movements here. And you're going to come back out of it. So you could walk your elbows back towards your hips. Lift those hips up. Bring those knees back together, or however you can do that safely. And we'll have the knees close together now, the feet close together, counterposing that stretch. Lay the belly over your legs, forehead towards the floor. And if you find that the forehead's far away from the floor, then just place a block there. And then let the back relax, let the spine relax, let the hips feel a bit more safe, perhaps. But they get as much stretch here like this with the knees together as they do pressing outwards into that crazy frog shape. Okay, come back up. Last area of muscles we want to get into before we finish. Come up onto all fours and just bring your right foot forwards. Now we're going to use the block. So see how it goes. You can place the block next to your left foot and then lay your right hip on top of the block. Now if that's too much, you can stay here in a runner's lunge. Okay, but if you can sit your right sit bone onto the block, that's it. This should relieve any tension in your knee. Fingertips onto the floor, draw your chest forwards, and then exhale, fold. Okay, so if you find or feel a little bit like you're hunched in your upper back, remember all that work that we did at the beginning. See if you can change that to lift your chest up. So not to worry about getting down low, worry about having the chest lifting upwards. Yeah, so how's that nice stretch there through the right hamstring? Breathing in. Breathing out. Just try and relax into it. Relax into the sensations. Well, I've been cheating a lot lately. I've noticed that my baby toes are turning inwards. So I'm constantly trying to draw them back. And notice, if you try that, see if it changes the stretch for you. Take one more breath, and that's the same if you're in a runner's lunge. Try and draw the right baby toes towards your face. Good. All right, let's come back onto this right leg. I'm just going to change sides. Right, so tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, bring your left foot to the top of the mat, and then take your right leg to the back. Okay. So lower the back knee. Now you can stay here in this runner's lunge, or you can lower your left sit bone onto the block. That's it, get yourself comfortable. So, and remember again, you want to try and lift the chest up rather than rounding into the back. Yeah. So get that lovely length as you push the sit bones down into the block. Actually, just one sit bone. Okay. And if you're in runner's lunge, can those baby toes still draw back? Yeah, can you still feel the left baby toes draw back? And then get lost in the breath. Yeah, traveling in and out through the nostrils. Most efficient way to breathe. Maybe find a little bit more space with every breath. Enjoying the stillness and this quiet. And then very carefully coming back up. Okay, going to end up sat down on our bums. So you can rebend into the left leg, just take the block away. And then however you can do that. So just taking the right foot forwards and then sitting the bum down onto the floor. Or however is a good way for you to do it. Yeah. Take your feet quite far away, your soles of the feet together. It's one of my favorites. Catch hold of the block if you want to. Same feeling, lengthening the spine and then bringing the forehead towards the block, onto the block. You might not get there low enough for the block just yet, but you will eventually. Otherwise, maybe your head can get towards the feet a little bit more. You can have the block on its lower edge. Or if you're getting more flexible, you'll start to notice that the forehead sits nicely in between the arches of the feet there. So that's coming for you if you're not quite there yet. Try and relax the neck, try and relax the shoulders. If you feel like you've got a tendon kind of snagging the hair in one leg, you can lift the knee up, give it a little shake, and then get back into it. That's coming from my own experience. I find I get a little tag, like something tight and tugging on my leg there, so I just shake it out a bit. Good, and take one more breath, guys. In and out through the nose. So good. Very carefully start to come back up. Shuffle your bum close to your heels and let's lay down onto our backs. Now, you're welcome to take the block with you. I'm going to rest the block on its kind of medium edge like this underneath my occiput, so on the back of the head, not on the neck. Yeah, so it's above the neck. Try and have the edge of the block flat on the mat. You can always turn it down one notch, or you could have no block. Stay with the soles of the feet together for a moment. Have your palms faced up. Let the knees open. Feel the stretch of the inner thighs. Take a nice big breath in through your nose. And this time open your mouth, exhale, let it go. If you like stillness, stay in stillness, or maybe you should rock from side to side, carrying the theme on throughout the class. Yeah, and you can do this with the head on the floor. When you feel ready for stillness, you could extend your legs out to the corners of the mat. Maybe turn the block onto its lower edge unless you're happy like this. And allow yourself just to sink into a relaxed place. So no awareness on your breathing. Every muscle soft, relaxed. Right, I'm still here, I'm just not talking for a moment. Just give yourself these next few moments of stillness, of quiet. You're welcome to stay here as long as you need. You know, if you woke up tired this morning, take a little bit of time here. If you need to get moving, then we'll start to breathe a little bit deeper. You bring movement into fingers and into toes. Nice long lazy yawn as you reach your arms above your head. Full body stretch. And then roll to the right hand side. Fetal shape. Keeping your eyes closed, come up to seated to face the front. Sit in any shape that feels good. And pressing the palms together, thumbs into the chest bone. We'll take that breath in through the nose. Then open mouth, exhale, let it out. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. I hope that was kind of along the lines of what you needed today. I certainly felt like that's what I needed today, so hopefully you felt the same. Let me know if you've got any questions. Thank you guys.